All right, guys, welcome back to another episode, another live episode of the Coin Zone. I'm your host, Crypto with Paul. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Today, I just want to talk about something that Google is doing in the AI compute space. Because listen, there's many ways to make money in crypto. Obviously, there is just buying and holding, there is degen trading, there is staking, there is mining, there is lending, right? Many different ways. But something new that is going to be dominating and taking over a new sector here up until 2030, up to the next 10 years, is AI compute. Okay? If you guys don't know, for AI to be a thing, for all of these wonderful ideas to actually come to fruition, the world needs an incredible amount of compute power, right? So obviously Google has its data centers, Facebook, etc. Mark Zuckerberg is exploring ways to put data centers underwater. Yes, that's actually a thing. But what I'm about to share my screen about and sit here and discuss with you guys is something pretty crazy. So let's get into this. Make sure to hit that like button on the way in. If you guys haven't subbed to this channel, make sure to do that for me as well. All right, guys. So Google takes a 5.4% stake in Bitcoin mining company Cipher Mining in a $3 billion deal. Now, first off, no, this does not mean that Google is mining Bitcoin. Okay, let's break down what this actually means. So Google has acquired a 5.4% stake in Bitcoin miner Cipher Mining by backstopping 1.4 billion of Fluidstack's obligations in a $3 billion 10-year AI data center deal. So let me just say this again to drive this home, guys. In order to make all of these fun AI things happen, AI agents, ChatGPT, Grok, AI tasks, even physical robots like what Tesla does, everything is using AI, and that is straight up compute power. Every time you ask ChatGPT a question, that is using compute power. The world right now physically does not have enough compute power in our grids to support what these companies want to do in the future. What Google wants to do, what Microsoft wants to do, what Meta wants to do, what cryptos want to do. Think about a project like BitTensor. Like, if you guys want all these fun, cool ideas and enhance lives, we need to make big changes in regards to the amount of compute power that's out there in the world. So let's get back to this article. This is something that's just very fascinating to me personally. I've mined in the past. I've mined Bitcoin. I've mined Caspa. I've mined Ethereum in the past. Very interested in this. So Google has acquired a 5.4% stake in Bitcoin mining company Cipher Mining. As we said, according to a Thursday announcement, that's today, guys. We're giving you this breaking latest news as we always do here at the Coin Zone. So make sure to sub. Google will receive its stake in Cipher Mining in exchange for guaranteeing 1.4 billion of Fluidstack's obligations in the contract with Cipher. This plays a part in a larger $3 billion Fluidstack deal with Cipher to release computing power for 10 years. So, Fluidstack deal with Cipher to release computing power for 10 years. The news follows another similar deal between Google and Fluidstack. In late August, the internet search behemoth became the largest shareholder of Bitcoin miner TeraWulf by acquiring 14% of the company in exchange for guaranteeing obligations in a separate Fluidstack deal. So, the deal will see Cipher deliver 186 megawatts of computing power to Fluidstack, supported by a maximum of 244 MW of gross capacity at its Barbara Lake site in Colorado City, Texas. Obviously, if you guys don't know, Texas is a hub for mining and energy. The site is also capable of reaching a total capacity of 500 megawatts and possesses 587 acres of surrounding land. Wow, that is a lot of land. Pretty insane. So let's just share this tab instead. We're going to stay right here with Cointelegraph. This is kind of breaks it down a little bit further into something that could be big that I kind of talked about and alluded to in the beginning of the video. What we're seeing right now, guys, is a shift towards different ways that you can make money in crypto outside of mining or staking. And something that is going to be big is proof of work or useful proofs of works or proof of AI work, right? And this isn't for, this article says for big tech, even though we just talked about Google. This is, for AI, guys. This is for AI. So if you want to learn a way to make money in cryptocurrency using maybe something you already have lying around your house, if you're a gamer, right? You have an RTX 3070 or something like that, RTX 3090, even better. You can lend your hash rate, or you can basically give your compute power up and receive rewards back, just like a miner does, right? Just like lending, right? If you use a protocol, decentralized or even a centralized exchange, and you lend some of your cryptocurrency to earn a yield back on that, it's similar to that, but instead of a yield, it's just a reward, just like a yield is, right? So let's explore this and look at this way to make money. So here we go. Did I just click into something else by accident? I think I did. Hate to see it. Here we go. Okay. Bitcoin taught us something important about building infrastructure. When you reward efficiency, you get incredible innovation, right? 15 years ago, this basically goes on to say, listen, guys, mining Bitcoin was super easy back then. It was slow. It wasn't as easy, excuse me. It was slow. The hash rate was low, but then innovation drove things forward, right? ASIC miners, application specific integrated circuit, that stands for, are now a thing. They blow away the power of a GPU. You have these massive mining farms all over the world, people passively making money mining Bitcoin with these massive, loud, generating a ton of heat mining farms, right? Well, if you don't want to do that, basically the same type of innovation. Imagine this is where it really hit me. And when I read this article, and it says right here, today for AI is like 2009 for Bitcoin. Imagine being able to mine Bitcoin in 2009. Does that not sound enticing to you? Chat? Does anybody want to hit me up in the comments? Is anyone interested in what I'm saying? There's 30 of you here watching on stream. So if you're actually listening intently right now, you must be interested. Okay? That is what did it for me. Today for AI is like 2009 for Bitcoin. So there is potentially massive opportunity here for you to have some GPUs lying around, to give up some hash rate, to lend out your compute power for, maybe even a centralized company like Google. 3 years ago, I think with an RTX 3070 or 3090, you could have made like $70 passively by doing this. Now I'm sure it's much different, but there is opportunity here, guys. And I just want to drive that home. And I just want to say how crazy this is. So AI needs the same treatment. Right now, AI runs on expensive general purpose chips because that's what's available. But imagine if we built AI networks like Bitcoin, where anyone can contribute computing power and get paid for the most efficient execution of useful AI work. Suddenly, you don't have a team of sales bros with phone books who can leverage their C-suite clout to sell chips. Anyone can just produce, install, and start issuing money. This is insane, guys. Now, there are projects out there in crypto right now, like I alluded to before with BitTensor, who kind of do similar things in a way. It's very similar. You have AI agents, you have all these different, platforms, I guess, being built on top of BitTensor, right? You have a project like Render, who is basically, that's what they do, right, guys? Why don't we just go and do this instead real quick? If you guys know about Render, I'm sure you might have heard it before. Render's always been an interesting project to me. What is Render? The Render Network is a decentralized GPU rendering platform that enables distributed graphics processing. The Render Network connects users looking to render images and video with those who have idle graphics processing power. So render tokens are rewarded to node operators and can be used to participate in protocol governance. So right on brand, guys. Sorry, I didn't Didn't realize I didn't have this on screen, but right on brand, guys. What this is basically saying is you will get rewarded just like you would with mining or staking for lending your GPU power. And again, I just have a personal interest. I wanted to come and talk to you guys about this because, again, if we go back to this Cointelegraph article, this is really what did it for me. Today for AI is like 2009 for Bitcoin. So basically, you could be at the forefront of something that is just going to go like this over the next 10 years. You see what I'm saying? So this is just insane opportunity right now in my eyes. And I don't think it's something that we should ignore. So a platform like Render, just to kind of get back and look at this. Render has massive upside in my opinion. BitTensor, I think also as well. BitTensor has been growing rapidly since it's been around for the last 2 years or so. It actually has a similar model to Bitcoin's 4-year halving schedule, which is interesting to me. Obviously, it has Bit in the first part of its name, just like Bitcoin, obviously. BitTensor is an open source protocol that powers a decentralized, blockchain-based machine learning network. It aims to create a marketplace for artificial intelligence where machine learning models train collaboratively. Wow. Collaboratively. Jesus, Christopher Columbus. Okay, and are compensated in Tau. So just similar to Render, like I was saying, you get rewarded for doing this, right? The network's native cryptocurrency. Okay. Based on the value they provide to the collection, BitTensor aims to foster an environment for open and permissionless innovation on a global scale by providing an open source repository of machine learning intelligence that is accessible to anyone, anywhere. Right? These projects have my attention, guys. And again, these are projects that you can leverage, that you can earn a yield on, essentially. So again, with Bitcoin, you can mine. However, it's basically, even though it's still the most profitable mineable coin right now, obviously in the next halving, which is like a year and a half away or something now, that's going to get cut in half. So right now, for example, you can go buy a machine called a Canaan Avalon Q, which is a home Bitcoin miner. You can run over Wi-Fi, and it can probably earn you passively around like $4 to $5 a day, depending on your electricity, etc., some other, variables. But the next halving, that would get cut in half. So your reward would be like $2 or $3 a day, $2.50 a day, whatever it would be. However, with these AI learning and lending your compute power, you're earning a yield in a similar fashion, but instead of it basically going down like this, like Bitcoin is, because Bitcoin mining's been around for 16 years now, this is basically just getting started. So again, guys, I don't know who else is telling you this. I don't know what channel is telling you this. I guarantee there's not anybody out there right now telling you this. So if you appreciate and like what I'm saying right here, if you guys want to support, just make sure to sub on YouTube. That's it. And I appreciate you guys. So this is an article from RAND.org, AI's power requirements under exponential growth. Extrapolating AI data center power demand and assessing its potential impact on U.S. competitiveness. So let's read a little bit of this. Larger training runs and widespread deployment. Whoops, sorry about that. Larger training runs and widespread deployment of future artificial intelligence systems may demand a rapid scale-up of computational resources that require unprecedented amount of power. I heard something recently, it might even say it here in a second, that this doubles every 6 months or so, something like that. Absolutely insane, guys. Just think about that. 4 years from now, the amount of compute power that's going to be needed for Google, Meta, whatever they want to do, it's going to be an insane amount. This is a scary topic. Like, if you want to see all this stuff happen, like why not contribute to it in a decentralized manner, because you're doing the world a favor, because the energy consumption could be so big. Now, the scary part of this could be that, like, what if it crashes the grid and the whole world goes black, or the United States or the East Coast of the US or something like that goes dark for a week or something like that. Like, this is all possible, guys. And on top of that, the World Economic Forum flat out says this. Yeah, we're going to see a major power outage one day. And I'm sorry, but if you don't know who the WEF is, the World Economic Forum is, and Klaus Schwab, you got to know, because whenever these guys say something, it ends up happening for the most part. So I would be paying attention. AI data centers could need 10 gigawatts of additional power capacity in 2025, which is more than the total power capacity of the state of Utah. Let's just read that again. AI data centers could need 10 gigawatts of additional power capacity in 2025. This is written in January, by the way, which is more than the total power capacity of the state of Utah. Guys, if exponential growth in chip supplies continue, AI data centers will need 68 gigawatts in total by 2027, almost a doubling of global data center power requirements from 2022, and close to California's 2022 total power consumption of 86 gigawatts. Absolutely insane, guys. And on top of that, the United States is becoming the Bitcoin capital of the world, and Howard Lutnick right now is tweeting, and Donald Trump right now is tweeting incentives and talking about how Bitcoin will be the mining capital of the world. And Donald Trump is very open about how he wants to mine the rest of the Bitcoin in existence here in the United States. That is a complete separate energy power draw. Oh, and there's all these existing data centers everywhere. So just think about this, guys. The need to expand the power consumption and what our grid can do is an unthinkable amount right now. So if you want to leverage that, because that's where the future is going, why don't you contribute to it in a decentralized manner by lending your own compute power? That's where my mind's at. If anybody's here with me, chat, let me know. This is an opportunity nobody's telling you about, and it's a way to make money in crypto that nobody's talking about. Again, I guarantee you, go on YouTube right now. You're not going to find channels who are talking about this. This is an absolutely insane opportunity. So again, if you are a gamer, or if you just have a nice, powerful graphics card laying around, why don't you do some research and see what it can do for you? Because earning passively in crypto, there's many different ways to do it, but not many people talk about this way. So let's go to nature.com, just kind of read more into about how insane this is. How much energy will AI really consume? The good, the bad, and the unknown. Great. Okay. The aroma of hay and manure hangs over Culpeper County, Virginia, where there's a cow for every 3 humans. Sick. All right. We love beef. We've got big farms. We've got big farms. What big farms we have in Virginia, frankly. The biggest farms. What farms we have? Okay. Says Sarah Parmalee, one of the county's 55,000 residents. It's very charming. Small town USA, she adds. Great. Thank you, Sarah. But this pastoral ideal, oh, Jesus, is in the middle of a 21st century shift. Over the past few years, the county has approved the construction of 7 large data center projects, which will support technology firms in their expansive plans for generative artificial intelligence. Now, I could kind of firsthand speak to this. I used to work in AI tech sales. I used to fly to Washington, D.C. I used to fly to Maryland. I used to be right next door to Virginia, Chantilly, Virginia. There is an area where there is just data centers. Great. There's areas in the world right now. There's areas in the United States right now that are firsthand just setting up shop because they know what's coming. So again, guys, I'm trying to give you guys the freshest, latest breaking news that no one's talking about. Let's get back to it. The United States leads the world in data centers and AI compute, but exponential demand leaves the industry struggling to find enough power capacity to rapidly build new data centers. Failure to address bottlenecks may compel U.S. companies to relocate AI infrastructure abroad, potentially compromising the U.S. competitive advantage in compute and AI, increasing the risk of intellectual property theft. That's not good. More research is needed to assess bottlenecks for U.S. data center build-out and identity solutions, which may include simplifying permitting for power generation, transmission infrastructure, and data center construction. So some key findings. Global AI data center power demand could reach 86 gigawatts by 2027. Individual AI training runs could require up to 1 gigawatt in a single location by 2028. Insane, guys. Yeah, I mean, look, just getting back to it, if you want to support the United States in this initiative and help decrease the risk of intellectual property theft, what you can do, maybe start a company where you can do this, where you encourage individuals to start lending their own power to a network to aid in all of these things, to facilitate AI being able to do its thing. Because again, guys, whether you agree with it or not, yes, the world is turning into a Black Mirror episode. Yes, AI robots and the Tesla bot, and whether it's software or physical bots like the Tesla bot, they're going to take over whether you like it or not. You can't do anything to stop it. Meta, Google, Microsoft, NVIDIA's around, like these companies, the entire US stock market basically the past couple of years was being propped up by AI. And that's not going anywhere. That's going to take us into the future. NVIDIA's, stock valuation is absolutely freaking nuts. It's insane. And that's not going to slow down. Okay, Intel, AMD, these companies are going to gain more traction. There's going to be more competition. There's going to be more cryptos and decentralized competition. This is where the world's turning. So again, if I were you, I would take advantage of this. I really would. So that's my 2 cents. I'm going to make my dumb joke. All my 2 cents are in crypto. I hope you guys appreciate my dumb jokes. And I hope you guys appreciate my insight because, yeah, I know what I'm going to be doing over the next 5 to 10 years. So that's really all I have for you guys. Maybe let's just go back to Coinbase real quick. There's another project. So we talked about Render, we talked about Tau. There's a couple other projects. Why don't we just go to IAG real quick? As you guys know, I'm a big fan of ADA. This is a project that's built on top of ADA, cloud compute and cloud storage. I think Aigon has a huge upside potential in the future. They have some Fortune 500 partnerships already, more in the works supposedly. Aigon is a decentralized storage economy that aims to bridge the gap between decentralization and compliance for Web3. It strives to provide a secure storage service for both individuals and businesses. So it strives to provide a secure storage service for both individuals and businesses, with a marketplace that offers value for companies looking to build their services on top of Aigon's core application. The network is decentralized, ensuring that all data is only accessible by those permitted by the content owner. Now, there's also another one that is built on ETH called Aether. Why did it just disappear on me? I just saw it. Oh, Aether. I spelled it wrong. Okay. Aether has their own hardware product as well, where you can plug it in, goes on Wi-Fi, earn passively. But you're going to see a lot more projects like this, I think, pop up in the future. Aether is distributed cloud compute infrastructure. It aggregates enterprise-grade GPU chips into a single global network to increase the supply of on-demand cloud compute resources for the AI, gaming, and virtualized compute sectors. Again, guys, this isn't going anywhere. AI, gaming, virtualized compute sectors, not going anywhere. So you're going to see projects like this prop up. You can go buy the hardware device to start earning, Aether tokens passively. This is a huge sector that is only growing and only getting bigger. So I just want to bring this to your attention. Chat, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Make sure to sub to us on YouTube, The Coin Zone. As you guys know, I'm Crypto with Paul. Go follow me on X. Interact with me on X, Crypto with Paul. If you mess up any spelling there, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I did actually have a teacher once spell my name P-U-A-L. P-U-A, Pual. Pual, okay? Phenomenal. But I hope you guys appreciate this content, because I want to drive home that this is not going anywhere. And there's many ways to make money in crypto, and especially in a bear market. When people lose interest and you're like, oh, we're not going to make money here. Obviously, traders always find opportunities, but trading and day trading and stuff like this, swing trading, that's not for everybody. And you have to be really locked in with technicals, looking at a ton of charts all day, get up at certain hours. It's tough. But if you want to just earn passively, and yes, you have to do work. You got to put in work, but it is passive in a sense where once you have that work set up, like, you don't have to do much and you're kind of just earning passively. So especially in a bear market, when things take a downturn and nothing's really happening, you could still be earning passively. So these are things that are super exciting to me. I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention today here in the Coin Zone. Once again, guys, I'm Crypto with Paul. That's really all I got for you guys today. Make sure to sub if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. That's all I ask for you. We're not here shilling any projects, have any promotions or anything like that. We're just asking for a sub. A sub sounds good right now, to be honest, with some ham and cheese or something, actually. But just make sure to lock in, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be back soon. We'll be back tomorrow. Make sure to lock in. And I'm Crypto with Paul. This is the Coin Zone. We'll see you soon. Take care.